No to lecimy wtedy dalej. No dlaczego by nie? Kurde, no trzeba, nie? Popchnąć fabułkę do przodu. Trochę już jest podciśnięta, ale za mało, zdecydowanie za mało, bo no cały czas to są Ateny jednak, co nie? Dobrze. Dom Peryklesa. Czy oni mnie... A, spoko. No. No, i to już mi się podoba. A nie, jest niekulturalny jakiś.
Kassandra, it's you! Phoebe! You said you weren't coming back to Kefalonia, so I decided to leave too.
O,
I
ty.
said I wouldn't be coming back. But I don't remember saying you should leave.
Well, here I am.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmi working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
Do Kefalonii wracaj, a
I
nie.
can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
Jakie szoty znowu?
So you somehow work here. For Pericles.
No, for Aspasia.
A kto to?
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. You don't want to scare people in there.
Czemu by nie?
Well, how is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
That was lucky.
No
I
dobra.
think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway.
No to ci
The
kurde,
Athenians
zostaw
like
mi
it
mój
best when you
strój.
try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
No dobra.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things?
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
No nie będziesz przynajmniej podglądać. Przynajmniej tyle dobrego.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that
Super.
everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
No to w sumie
Struggling to think
prawda.
of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye. You just got here. You can't leave already.
Dobra, to może będziemy chodzić, żeby nie było to jakoś tak... Żeby tak nie biegać.
The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made her grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus! Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
Dobra, ale co mam robić tu?
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone.
No to dawaj, idziemy.
They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues. Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two
A
of
co
the
tam
most
Kassandra
celebrated
trzyma?
playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a
Okay.
writer of comedies. Of all
Znowu...
things.
Nie,
Comedies!
nie, dobra, to nie ten.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies.
You should drink more.
Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
O Jezu, serio on.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Aha, zaprasza gość.
Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
What the fuck? Ten już się chyba ostro spił. Aha, no dobra, rozumiem.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much.
Kurde, nie za dużo to znaczy nie?
Tell me, what does a Mystios like you think of a party like this?
Tak. Wydaje się być bardzo interesujący. A
This
dawaj.
party could be fun. Alcibiades drinks like a Spartan. Maybe he fights like one too.
If I could suggest anything, please don't start a fight or end one.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your brother said.
Okej.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
No oby, nie? Bo
Me too.
w sumie po to tylko tu przyszliśmy. Ale Perikles jest u góry, więc no chyba się uda. Dobra. Przyjąłem kilka zadań. Zbierz informacje do dna. Zdobądź informację od Sofoklesa, Alcybiadesa. Okej. O, tam jest, dobra. Dobra. Trochę się weźmy tak. Wbijmy w tłum. Chociaż nie, no to za wolno będzie szło. Dobra, podbiegnijmy i tyle. Czy ja tam słyszę kozę?
Open this door or I'll kick it in!
Don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look
O,
at you.
oczywiście, że kozy.
Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
Tak, jasne,
It
jasne.
sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide. wide open for you.
Okej.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
No. Kurczę, nie wiem, nie? No bo... W ogóle dalej mi kursora nie przechwytuje. No, warto było się dowiedzieć, nie? No raczej jej tu nie ma, ale każda informacja jest cenna.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient, too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long.
Dobra, tylko tej oliwy mam nadzieję, że nie użyjesz na niej.
If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun will end.
No, chodź tu. A, dobra, tam jest chyba. Tutaj jest to, czy co? Czy jak? Nie, to jest inny typ. Dobra, pogadajmy z nim. Oj, sorry.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Nie, skądże.
Spare me. I'm only looking for clues to help me find the Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much.
No, raczej.
You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus, exophthalmic morsel.
No dobra,
But
egoista,
he
ale...
doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
You want to get Euripides drunk. Are you hoping he's gonna make an even bigger scene than you did?
Ha! We both know that's not possible. But you're a feisty one, to say the least.
No,
All right.
ciężko czegoś takiego nie wyczuć.
Nothing else? This party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
How do you know Pericles?
I believe you mean to ask me, how does Pericles know you? I'm the greatest dramatist in the land, mentor to Euripides, lover of Asclepios, father of theater, and so on, and so
do
on.
rzeczy,
I'm
typie.
sure it's a real honor to have you hiding in his kitchen. You're awfully worked up over Euripides. You sure you're just friends?
I'm never just anything, foreigner. Though I confess, Euripides and I hold a bond deeper than brotherhood. Why
No, ale
he
chyba
slams
muszę
it
i
with a banal
do tego i
young
do
plaything,
tego coś.
Aristophanes, I will never know.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
A new face in Pericles' abode! Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the orange ape. Tell me, what does it think?
No tak nie wiem.
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young
Oj,
and
ten się
beautiful
prosi o...
thing here. So,
Dostanie w pysk.
what do they call you?
Kassandra.
I wouldn't peg you as a Cassandra, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start a fight. For you, though,
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
You and Aristophanes could both use a drink. Let's play a game.
A competition?
No a jak,
Wonderful
żeby
idea.
inaczej.
Every Pidis seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Dobra,
I'll return. And when I do, you two will drink up.
oliwa. Znaczy, raczej to będzie w kuchni. Co to jest? Oliwa, o, super. Znaczy, raczej i tak tam bym musiał zajrzeć. Bo wątpię, że tylko jedno jest do wyboru. Ale zobaczmy.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons.
Ale boję
These
się, nie?
men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
A wiecie co? Mało co używałem tej opcji dialogowej. Lecimy.
Time for some fun. You'll have to help me strip off these uncomfortable Athenian robes.
Gladly. If you like, we can feed them to the god.
There's another goat?
O kurde. Ostro się tam dzieje. No. No spoko. Może się Kassandrze podobało.
It's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta. No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead.
Nie, na szczęście
If
nie
she
była.
was smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in
Do
Corinth.
Koryntu, okej.
Theatera. I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
No to
Ali, come back inside.
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anthusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
no, dobra, było ciekawie.
Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
I co, i tylko tyle wystarczyło, czy jeszcze... Nie, jeszcze trzeba dalej iść. No. Mówiłem. Mogę tutaj ze wszystkimi gadać, ale nie. Dobra, sorry, nie chciałem cię
Save
popchnąć.
for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Słodkie.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
No spoko. Kurde, nie stać mi w przejściu.
It's come back for more. Care to see my impression of Protagoras? I call it the flapping bladder.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Dajemy.
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round.
No dobra, nie, ja nie chcę ich pytać o Sofoklesa ani Peryklesa, bo to jest mało ważne, tak szczerze.
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more.
You ready for another?
Długo się jeszcze tak będziesz upijał?
This wine is terrible.
Easy.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Every this, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary
Okej,
in
dobra.
Argolis to beg us
Czyli są
forgiveness
dwa
for these
rozbieżne
divine people.
tropy.
I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she'd trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love
Okay.
getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
To już wszystko? No dobra, jeszcze z tobą muszę tutaj pogadać. To dawaj.
How's every this? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Everybody won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway.
No, czyli niewiele.
If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
No, może tak kiedyś. Dobra. To jest zrobione. Teraz tak, zadania. Czyli jednak muszę z nim gadać. Ja pierdzielę.
Being so new to Athens and gaining access to this symposium is no small feat. Though you said there are things you wouldn't do, you gained Pericles' trust so quickly.
I've made my choice.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
You have been arguing a single point all night and no one has a black eye? You have my attention.
We're discussing the nature of rulers. Where better to do so than here? I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasymachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is
Nie.
not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you
O
define
Boże.
art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasymachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
Co jest tu? Jest. To ona. W ogóle teraz tak się zastanawiam. On użył tej oliwy na Kassandrze, czy co? No trochę dużo chyba miał, nie? Zapasu.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
Czasami.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Cassandra can help. Everyone listens when she talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Cassandra will be right behind you.
No przynajmniej przedstawiła.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Serio? To nie ja.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, now. To convince someone in this house, even your eyes must tell a lie.
Fine, it was me. But my actions were personal, not political.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
No tak właśnie niezbyt.
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I'm
Dyskretnie.
searching for a woman who fled Sparta with her child years ago. I was hoping you might help.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the
No.
only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate anyway.
Prawie.
That's all I
Jak
have.
wszystko w tym świecie.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
O,
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for.
No, wiecie, no
Now do me a
prosiła,
favor
żeby
and
to
get
zrobić
Pericles
dyskretnie,
to
nie?
come down here and greet his guests.
Dobra, gdzie tu są schody? Od tego zacznijmy.
Kassandra!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Bo co?
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me.
No, takiego starego dziada raczej
You're a
nie.
guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Phidias was awaiting trial, but you had me get him out of Athens. I figured you, of all people, would want to follow the law.
Phidias is a very dear friend. I didn't want to risk him being found guilty. And of course, there were other threats.
So
Jakie?
you knew.
I know he's delusional, but one day when you have a friend you'd do anything for, you'll understand.
Zobaczymy.
I don't understand why you had Anaxagoras ostracized. Socrates said he was your friend.
I won't risk the lives of those close to me if there's something I can do about it.
So you did this to protect him?
Anaxagoras understood my fears. 10 years may be a long time, but at least he'll be safe.
Okej.
Why send Emetiochos to the fishing district if it's dangerous?
I would never have sent him into danger willingly.
It seems you have many loyal friends.
My people are important to me.
Dobra, już to powiedziałeś.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
No, masz się o co bać w sumie.
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to her, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
O, jest więcej niż pewne.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe him when he says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
No pomogli już trochę. Ale zobaczymy. Dobra, czy już... Tak, już mam opuszczać, to okej. To lecimy. Ciekawe, czy jakbym go zabił, to... Co by się stało, nie?
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
No nie mam już... Co tutaj robić, nie? No co mam robić? No nic, no pogadać nie mogę,
I've
ale...
had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You get used to it. It's nice. What are you going to do now?
Na Korynt
There's a woman
najbliżej.
in Corinth I'd like to talk to.
I've heard about that place from Alcibiades. He says you don't go there to
Co, ciebie
talk.
też maczał oliwą?
Alcibiades says a lot of things.
Nie, dobra, bo
He
to
sure
już podchodzi
does.
pod...
Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia. About Kefalonia. What is it? She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
No chyba
Don't
jednak.
think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened,
Na
okay?
pewno. Już płyniesz.
Thanks. I knew I could count on you.
Aha, czyli to jest kolejny pobocznek, co? Fuck. Ale dobra. Oręż odzyskany, można lecieć dalej.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
Zobaczymy jaką.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Kassandra!
No dobra. Trop dotyczący czciciela kolejny. Dobra. 25 poziom, spoko. Czyli kolejny akt jest zakończony, tak szczerze, nie? Nowy gawerunek, kilka zadań. Tak, kraj bezprawia. A to trzeba będzie na arenę jeszcze skoczyć. Ale to na spokojnie. Dobra, co mam w ekwipunku? Te sztylety to rozbiorę, to też. O, żelazo nawet dość sporo poszło. Łuki słabsze. No i nie są legendarne, także nie potrzebuję ich. List. Dobra. Hełm. Ten jest lepszy. Dobra. Także ty won wtedy. Tutaj. Tego nie chcę. No to niby jest lepsze, ale spokojnie to się... Ten się jeszcze pancerz ulepszy. Cały czas myślę nad tym. Ale na razie. Tutaj jest... Mam jeszcze biały taki, ale spokojnie kiedyś się na to... Kiedyś się tym zajmę. O. Dobra, dajmy to. Bo to się w sumie przyda. Teraz tak, co ze statkiem? Ty, przybocznych mi skasowało. No. Oni mają dobre te bonusy. I to mi wywaliło? Ale przecież miałem po fioletowe niektóre. What the fuck? Dlaczego mi to wywaliło? To na pewno... Któreś z tych na pewno miałem fioletowe, to któreś też miałem. Cofnęło mi coś? Nie ogarniam. Gra chyba uznała, że za mocny jestem. Tutaj nie odkryję, kurde. Ale już jest 7 poziom, więc... No już prawie 6, nie? Niedługo się na 6 dostanę. Trochę ich porozwalam, bo w sumie... No przydałoby się. A dobra, z tymi co jeszcze jest z tymi czcicielami? Tutaj jest do odkrycia, tak? Nie, jeszcze nie. Dobra, czyli to jest... No kurczę, przydałoby się trochę pozabijać ich, także... Może poluję później, zobaczymy. No to co? No to do Koryntu, nie?
Alcibiades said the Etera here could help me find my mother. I should look around for Anthusa's whereabouts.
O, tutaj coś jest, dobrze. Dawaj.
Are you Anthusa?
Me? Anthusa? I could be anyone for you, lamb. I charge less than the Etera. But do I ever know my way around a haybed?
O.
So her name means something to you?
Anthusa? She's been around forever, but I never met her. I know the Etera all work as one, on equal footing. But Anthusa's special. She talks, they listen.
I haven't met any Etera yet.
Don't believe all you hear. They sell what a lot of us sell in Corinth. But for them, it's not just about the flesh. They're merchants of a sort, streetwise. Can talk as nice as they look.
Sounds like a good trade to work in. You don't want to be an Etera?
Not in my prime anymore, am I, Miss Dios? By the time I study what they did, I'll be serving clients on my deathbed.
If the Etera aren't here, where are they?
Their swords are too high and mighty to be down here in the dirt with us. You want them, you'll find them up on the hill. The Acrocorinth.
Okej, dzięki
Keeping
wielkie.
Aphrodite's worshippers satisfied.
Tutaj w tą stronę.
Temple on top of the Acrocorinth. That's what I'm looking for.
No dobra, no to chodźmy.
Who do they think they are? I need to stop them.
No, czego chcesz? Cyk. Chyba nie trafiłeś. Dziękuję, dobranoc.
Here comes some more!
Cyk, 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 cyk. Dobra. Dajcie mi się cofnąć. Cyk. Ty umieraj sobie. O, już padli.
And why were they looking for the Etera?
Dzień dobry. Oj, sorry.
They think this temple is dedicated to them, the brutes.
The thieves are here and the Etera aren't.
The Etera? They're much wiser than we are. They realized their visitors were all getting robbed on the way in.
There's no avoiding the monger's men in Corinth.
Who walks around with a name like the Monger?
Don't let him hear you say that.
Last time his name came out of a fool's mouth, the man's tongue was sliced out.
Mi to nie grozi.
So the Monger is a Corinthian criminal?
Master of the underground markets. He rules with one hand open for money and the other clenched around a weapon.
A drachmi and blood-hungry monster's what he is.
Okej.
So he's hunting the Etera. For money?
Exactly. Since the Etera bring in so much drachmi, he wants everything they control.
W
The
sumie
thieves
logiczne,
are
nie?
better off robbing them than us.
If you know of the Etera, then you know of Anthusa. I'm looking for her.
They say she's everywhere, though I've never seen her. But the Edera see
No tak,
everything.
tylko je trzeba też
I've
znaleźć, nie?
seen them gather by the spring of Pirene, down the mountain. They meet clients there and then take them elsewhere in secret.
Good. Maybe pray to Aphrodite from home next time.
Chciałbym
Shouldn't be
powrót.
long now. No, it won't be.
O.
I'm sure of it. So Kassandra has finally found us.
You know me?
And you know her. This is Anthusa.
We saw you help the worshippers at the temple of Aphrodite. You've proven yourself a
No
friend.
nie inaczej, nie?
Hear that, Icarus? Her sight's as good as yours.
Someone also spoke very highly of you.
Surprise!
Phoebe!
Serio?
Aspasia sent me. I work for her now, remember?
But why here? Corinth isn't safe.
I had to tell Anthusa you were coming. Aspasia taught me a new word, emissary. That's me.
And now Kassandra and I have met.
See? This is easy. And now I can help you.
You and I will talk about this later.
I don't work for you. I work for Aspasia.
Then the work she gave you should keep you busy.
We need to move inside, Kassandra. We're not the only ones watching. Come with me, and we'll talk.
Can I come?
As long as you're quiet.
Nie, lepiej żeby nie szło. Dobra, a gdzie my
To what do I
weszliśmy?
owe your visit?
Alcibiades told me about you.
Did he? Go on.
I'm looking for a woman from Sparta, a runaway, long ago. She may have gone by the name of Myrine.
Who's that?
She's my mother.
Your mother? You don't have a mother. Marcos told me he raised you.
What did I tell you about talking?
I see. There will be time to respond to your question, but that time
No
is
tak,
up
bo
now.
oczywiście muszę coś dla siebie zrobić, nie?
As long as you tell me what you know, sooner or later.
You'll have to trust me. You don't get to where I stand without credibility. My word is yours.
And you can always trust Kassandra.
Why don't you go play, Phoebe? Let me and Anthusa talk.
If you say so.
No w końcu poszło.
I propose a trade. Help me. Help us get stronger. Strong enough to rid Corinth of the monger
No
permanently.
jasne.
A simple transaction, I assure you.
As long as you deliver what I'm looking for, we won't have a problem.
Negotiation always involves some compromise, you know.
Compromise I can do, but I won't be cheated.
Then we're in business.
No
Now,
mamy, nie?
you've heard of the monger?
Coś tam?
From what the worshippers say, he's someone I should watch out for.
They're right. I'm sure his victims wish they'd been more vigilant. My eyes are wide open.
Then you've held your ground well. You're not dead.
Not yet, anyway. But he's employed enough thugs to amass a small army. Now they're attacking people in the street, us included.
O
He's been
kurczę.
killing at Terra?
Killing. We're smarter than that. But action must be taken before it goes that far.
Dobra, to jaki masz
I'm
plan?
not the only one who needs help. My girls, Damalis and Irina, are suffering too.
More monger trouble?
I wouldn't doubt it. Work against their aggressors, and then it will be his turn to suffer. You'll find Damalis here at the spring, but Irina has gone to Bellerophon's garden.
No oczywiście, że musiała gdzieś iść.
What's wrong with Irina?
She's looking for Cleo, another Etera, who's gone missing. I've been too distracted to help in the search.
Dobra, a to
Has
druga?
Damalis told you what's wrong?
She hasn't told me much, but I know these girls as well as I know myself. Something's not right.
No jasne.
I'll see what I can do for them.
Good. The monger feeds his thugs. With the drachmi, he makes smuggling. Weapons, mostly, which is all the more lucrative now that he has a war to supply.
So, if someone interrupts the monger's supply, his men go hungry.
Exactly. Go to his warehouse in the port of Lecheo and burn
Okay.
his cargo. All of it. We'll let chaos take care of the rest.
A
Then the
dobra,
warehouse will
te
be
pytania
sinless.
są takie... Okej, dobrze. No to jeszcze pomówię z
So
Tommy.
you're here to help us,
Chyba
Mistios?
będę kończył.
You don't look like a monger spy.
I'm more the in-your-face type. You have a monger problem, Damalis?
I might. One of my regulars has changed. He was a decent man once, but now
A co
he's
masz na
gone
myśli?
bad.
Corinth seems to have a shortage of decent people.
I need someone with muscle to figure out what's behind the change. Why he's different.
He's gotten you scared.
He asks me questions I don't know the answers to about our drachmi, where we keep money, what Anthusa invests in, as though we're Athenian aristocrats.
Can't Anthusa intervene?
I'm not naive. I won't expose the others to this, so he can go after them next.
He might anyway. Sounds like he needs answers. Who was he before all this?
Obsessive, but never threatening. He didn't stand out in symposiums until he had his drachmi act for him.
Well, something's sure giving him courage now.
No, dobra.
I'll see what he has to say for himself. If he's not lurking around here, he'll be at his house. I want this to end today.
Dobrze, dobrze.
People tend to show their true selves to my spear, whether they like it or not.
No, także Kassandra sobie biegnie, ja nawet nie dotykam klawiatury. No, trochę sporo zostało porobione, mi się wydaje. Trochę została popchnięta ta fabuła. Połoczniaków trzeba będzie pozbierać. Będzie trzeba pozabijać trochę czcicieli. To sobie nie jest jakieś takie... To są praktycznie zwykli ci przeciwnicy, także ich mogę sobie rozwalić poza odcinkiem. A nowych po prostu będę odkrywał na odcinku i później wiecie. Koło się będzie zataczać, ale... No. Nie no, w razie co będę miał nagrywanie odpalone, myślę, także jak coś będzie ciekawego, to raczej nie przegapicie. No, tak jak mówiłem, połączniki trzeba będzie trochę pozbierać, ale to się kiedy indziej i tym zajmę, bo na razie już trochę czas na koniec. Trochę trzeba dać dyskowi odpocząć, także w tym odcinku to na tyle. Dzięki za oglądanie. No i do zobaczenia w kolejnych odcinkach. Na razie. Na szczęście jest to... trochę cichsze. Oż ty mendo jedna.